Lest anyone thinks that I was kidding when I said I was going to allow my wife to do my nails in honor of a Jamberry special event, look what we're doing right now. What are we doing right now, Jill?
We are getting ready to apply Jamberry wraps to Rob's hands.
And why are we doing this again?
To prove how durable our wraps are. And I think my man is a manly man, and he does a lot in our yard, and he does a lot at work, and so I want this basically to show you how durable they are.
Fantastic. And how did we come to the determination of what wrap I will be wearing?
We put it to a vote on Facebook, and the one that is the winner is black and white polka, and usually it comes together like this. I already cut them apart, but a sheet comes with 9 sizes, and so you get 18 total wraps in each sheet. That's $15.
And just to prove things are quite manageable in terms of size, you can see how big my bear claw hands are, and these will fit perfectly on mine.
Yes.
We've already sized them up, so no issues there.
Nope.
All right.
So usually what you do, we've already kind of prepped Rob's nails.
Yep, we used the cleanser on my nail here.
We used our nail prep cleanser. It gets your nail bed really, really clean. His cuticles aren't that bad, so we really haven't had to push anything back. So actually pretty proud of him for that. Guys, don't give him a hard time. So basically what we do is you size your wraps, and they're on clear backing, so it's easy to kind of stick it towards your nail and see which one fits. And actually this one fits his thumb pretty good. So we're going to get to it, and then just a minute you're going to see the entire manicure. But first I'll kind of show you how you do the first one. He's going to actually put these on. He just doesn't know that yet. But
I'm terrified.
you cut your wrap in half, like so, because one wrap does 2 nails. So this can actually do both of his hands, but I won't do that to him.
Oh. Yeah, the deal is only for one hand.
And basically you take the wrap off. All right, show us your hand, Rob. And then you take it and you put it on the nail, like so. After that, you take, I love this little doohickey. It's a
What is
cuticle
that?
pusher, but this is a rubber one, and so it's easy to push around. So I'm going to hold the camera and let him push that around on his finger.
Oh, you're going to let people see me in my pajamas. Fantastic.
No.
We're doing this about 10 o'clock at night, so it's
Push that around. That's your pressure. So what do you use with jams, Rob?
Pressure and heat.
Pressure and heat. You are right. Our little boy's watching us.
He's thinking, what in the world is Dad and Mom doing?
That's right. I'm going to move our heater over here. This thing is awesome. And I'm going to get Rob to hold his thumb up to the heater like so.
And all I'm doing is going across and applying even pressure.
That's right.
I'll make sure you get any bubbles or whatnot that may be on there out. Not that there would be any, because these apply to a flat nail like mine very easily.
Yes, they do.
If it sounds like I know what I'm talking about with these things, it's because I pay attention
He's
to when my
listening to
wife
me.
does these things. All right, so just like that.
Yeah.
Is that good?
Yes. Now, this does get hot, so once it gets really hot, make sure you pull your finger away. You don't really need it that long, but if you think it's good enough, it's fine.
How long should I put it up there, Jill?
Maybe 5 seconds or so. It just depends on how much heat you can take. This is my rule of thumb. If I take my finger and I push and it folds over pretty easily, then I say I'm done. So we're going to turn our heater off. As you can see, that was pretty quiet. And then I'm going to let Rob hold the camera again for a second to show y'all how to remove these. Now, even with short nails like his, you can use a file like this. And what you do is you're going to file the end off at a 90-degree angle, which is usually like this. And you're going to go down like this. You're not going to do this, because then you could pull the wrap back up. So I'm going to actually let him do it.
So you do not want to make a sawing motion with this
No.
thing.
You're going to go exactly like this. Okay?
Only hitting it one time from one angle.
Exactly.
And does it matter which side of this board that I use?
It doesn't. It's just a regular nail file, and it's pretty coarse grit. That way it can kind of break it off. Don't be afraid to use some muscle. Use muscle.
And this is the first time I've ever applied one of these things, so I don't want to put too much on there, but at the same time.
Oh, sorry y'all, I just put my hand over the... Let's see if I can get in close and show y'all kind of what he's doing. Alright, you see how the... Let's see. Well, it's not really zooming in that clear. But the wrap is starting to come... This excess is starting to come away from the nail. Now, what you can do is peel this part back up where I kind of flattened it, and you can take a little pair of nail scissors and cut the excess off if you want to do that. So,
let's try a little bit more of a file here.
See if I can get you back to clear, pretty clear shot. I know, y'all, I kind of put him on the spot to do this himself. So.
That's alright, this is not a difficult task, I would not say. It's one of those things, there is a process to it. And so long as you adhere to the process, it's not something that's difficult to do. You just have to be willing to follow instructions.
I'm going to let you do that, and then I'm going to show them something while you're kind of finishing that. If it starts pulling off, like around it, you go ahead and you can kind of peel it a little bit. Guys, I want to show you this, that if you ever have questions about how to apply something, you can always look on the back of your jams, and there are application instructions as well as removal instructions. But do you see this thing right here? Satisfaction guarantee. I love this. It says if you're unhappy with your purchase, you may return it within 30 days of your purchase date for a full refund. If the product is found to be defective, you may have it replaced at any time. I love this. Of course, you can always check it out at jamberry.com/refund policy. But that is why I love our company. They want to make sure you're happy about everything. So, Rob has decided, let's see here, he's getting the rest of his excess off, I think, with my little nail scissors. Yep, he's working on it. And he's filing it down. Good job, babe. He does have pretty short nails, so I do have to, mine are not that short, I guess you could see. Mine easily file off the end. But if you do have shorter nails, you could actually, like I said before, just kind of trim it off with any kind of nail scissors, or even just regular scissors. Those work too. So
I think that's what's happening here, is just that my nails are so short that this is kind of sticking to the skin more than anything, but we'll get it off.
And you don't want that. You don't want your jams on your skin. There you go. I see it peeling off from your nail there. They are pretty durable. They're vinyl wraps, which basically Rob and I have decided similar to kind of what people put on cars, like to advertise about stuff. You can probably cut the rest of that off with this, babe. I know some people do prefer the scissors over filing. Me, I like the filing and then I buff the edges, but that's just me. Oh, I'm showing y'all my husband's pajamas shorts. Uh-oh. But he did agree to this.
I did.
Oh, I guess. There you go. You can zoom it in. Yeah, like that. All right, babe, you're good to go.
I need to do a little bit more finish work on there, but
You just got like one little, I don't know, that's your nail right there, so you just have cattywampus nails.
yeah.
But there he is, guys. He does have a black and white polka nail. So he did it. Thanks, everybody, for participating. We really appreciate it. And go to my website and order if you'd like.
Buy some Jamberry.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Alright, folks. The end of the 5-day challenge for me. And as you can see, they're still on my fingers. And they still look pretty much just as they did whenever I put them on 5 days ago. This despite the fact that I have done yard work. I have cut grass with a push mower and a riding mower. I have cut hedges. I have used a weed eater. I have done a number of things with and without a working glove on. I've sweated with these things. I've beat them up. I've been to work here a couple days as well, and they don't look any worse for wear than what could possibly be considered, I'd say, normal wear and tear, in my opinion. They've not frayed, they've not pulled up, they've not done anything weird other than just the fact that you can see a little bit of where my nail has grown, and that's to be expected because guess what? Your fingernails do grow.
You can't really see it. That's okay.
But that's how they look. And now we're going to take them off. Jill's giving me a bit of instruction on what to do in this particular instance. You begin by taking whichever nail you want to begin with. In this case, I'm going to use my thumb and go around the top edge up here with whatever available nail you have. This will be if you're going to remove them, of course. And just kind of pry up around the perimeter.
There you go.
And then lift a little bit.
Don't pull it off.
Don't pull it off, though, because that's one thing that people do make mistakes about. You can actually damage your nail if you were to do that, but I've got a professional here helping me, so we're not going to be any type of risk whatsoever. This is a product that Jamberry manufactures, which is their, what is it, Jill?
Jamberry lacquer remover.
Lacquer remover. It's also been described as liquid gold by my wife. She values it that much.
Because it takes off lacquer and it also helps take off your jams, your wraps. I call them jams, but your wraps really easily. All he's going to do is put his thumb down in there for just a few seconds to let it, the remover kind of get underneath the wrap, and then it'll easily slide off.
Of course, it helps if...
It's because you have huge thumbs.
Yeah. I was going to say, typically, you know, you ladies out there don't have thumbs as large as mine, so you wouldn't have as much of an issue trying to jam your thumb down this bottle as I did just now.
Alright, you can take it out.
Alright.
I'll take the bottle back from you.
Okay.
And then slowly lift your wrap. It should kind of easily peel off.
Oh, yeah, it's pulling right away there. I'm just going slow with it because I don't want to do anything out of the ordinary, and I have never done this before, so.
You're good. Just kind of pick it up like that. My fingernails are sticky though, and I don't want to peel mine off, so. Alright, I'm going to get you to dunk it one more time because I don't want you to pull. I want to make sure you got actually the remover on it.
Wiggling my thumb around in there.
There you go. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Just to make sure you're getting contacted in there. Drip off the excess, and I'm just going to go ahead and continue to pull this away here.
There you go. And you can see it's not really leaving anything on his fingernail either. So. Another way you can remove them is if you want to, you can heat them back up, and then remove that way too. But this is what I do with mine. I usually, you know, kind of break the seal on the back, and then I dunk my finger in for a few seconds, and then mine easily just kind of come off. So.
And there it is.
So there you go. No damage to the nail. His nails look the same, other than they've probably grown a little bit since we put them on.
This one had a wrap on it. This one did not.
Oh, sorry, my hand was in the way. But anyway, he did it for 5 days, 6 days.
Almost 6 days now.
And the wraps are still intact. So, woohoo! What do you have to say?
I would just like to say that my Jamberry experience has been pleasant. I have received a number of odd looks, perhaps none more so than when I was in a local grocery store, and a few folks saw me with these things on, and as you're passing a debit card to a cashier, and she looks at your fingers like, huh? You can't do anything other than just smile and say, I'm doing it for my wife. So, but that's what this was all about. This was an opportunity to show what these things can actually do and how they will hold up under fire. And I'd say they've done very well.
Yay!
So there you have it. Jamberry Nail Wraps. Visit visit Jill Truesdale Jamberry Nail Consultant on Facebook for all your Jamberry needs.
There you go.
You can find a link attached to this video.
Thanks.